Hmm. Good morning, guys. Rob here. And we got NFL games today. What have we got? 10 games today? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games. 12 games today. And then we got Monday night. A few teams off today, I'm sure. And I know next 2 or 3 weeks, there's still some more teams that still have to get their buys. So it's wild. Yeah. Plus, if you saw in the title, said something about we need more YouTube people, and we do. We do. We need more people that are participating in playing the games live, showing everybody how to do it. Yeah, we've got every base covered, I think, as far as the games are concerned themselves. When I say that, I'm talking about we got Alan Shaw, we got Bleacher Bums Gaming, we got RJL 518, we got Tabletop Delaware, we got Atba Bryant, we got Al Red Sox Fan, we got Sports Time Machine, we got After Further Review, and we have others. And I think the bases are pretty well covered as far as if you're looking for somebody with some excitement and some grit into it. You want to watch somebody like Al Red Sox Fan, RGL 518. If you want to find, pretty laid back, Atba Bryant, pretty well laid back guy. And he gets into it sometimes, but I mean, he's more of a soft spoken type. Me, I get on rants, and you never know which way my channel's going. That's just the way it works. I mean, I can be talking 1 second about a ball game, and then if somebody comes in live chat and has something or brings up something I agree, disagree, whatever with, then that becomes topic of conversation number one, and we'll flip in a heartbeat on on my channel, and just start talking about whatever. And that's just the way that's the way my channel's always been. I don't look forward to change a lot. When the races are going on, yeah, our season races, YRL, a little different because I'm focusing more on the racing then than I am the people, which I like doing them sometimes, but that's why if I was ever going to give up one of my games to somebody else to do, that's the reason I would do it, because is successful as YRL's been, and as much as I really enjoy doing it, that I just don't have the time when I'm in the middle of a game and we're doing a race. I don't have the constructive time to where if someone asks me a lot of questions in live chat to be able to answer them and take care of finishing a race up all at one time. I enjoy doing the races. I've never not enjoyed it, because if I didn't enjoy it, I season one would have been the end of it. But yeah, if I were going to give one of them up, and that's definitely been the cream of the crop as far as people enjoying watching it on my channel. I don't think there's even a close second. to my YRL league, and I'm proud of it. But if I was going to give up one of them, that'd be the first one I'd give up, only due to the fact that I don't get to have the interaction with the live chat that I can with baseball. I can with when I'm doing soccer. I look between roles and see what's going on. Wrestling. Um, when Thomas Morgan comes in here during wrestling time, he is always stoked. Dave Little comes in here during wrestling time. He's always stoked. You just know when certain people come in to your room, and it's the same way with racing. Same way with racing. I pretty much know anytime I get races off, Philip Reynolds, pretty well stoked. Demon's pretty well stoked. Phantomatic. Phantomatic is not in my channel all the time, but boy, oh boy, when I get my races going, Phantomatic's here a whole lot more too. So there are some people that get really stoked for it, and that and I don't, and a lot of times I have looked back and I've been asked questions during races and stuff like that. I try to address everything that's asked of me. I don't always go back and watch a whole hour-long race, but a lot of times I like to go back and look at hour-long chat. Whether I may even turn the volume down and just look at chat and scroll through it and make sure, well, let's see if it's anything I missed. More than if it's anything I missed as far as personally during the race, was it something I screwed up? So it's not, when I say that, it's not like I think, well, I don't think I messed up anything. It's not that at all. It's more to the fact I want to see if someone asks me something that is a viable question that needs to be answered, or I would be proud to answer, or if I know the answer, I would like to find, if I don't know the answer, I'd like to find it out myself. That's more to the fact of why, if I go back and watch my videos, a lot of times I'll turn the volume down and I'll be scrolling through chat and I'll be doing something else. So I'm always watching then, I may have music playing in the background rather than my talking. But yeah, that's the one thing. If I were ever going to give one of my online games up, as far as just hanging it up, it would be definitely YRL, just due to the fact that if I get asked questions during a race, I'm so into the race itself. I try to keep my mind, my mind is occupied a lot during a race, and that would be the only reason I would want to give it up. It's not because I don't like doing it. I really enjoy doing it, and it's somewhat part of my baby. PJet, Puck, myself, we've, a few of us got together on this situation, and we've made it happen. And I'm really proud of my small part that I've played into it. So yeah. Yeah. If anybody is interested, I'm telling you, if you are interested in a game, and especially if it's something I play, man, get in touch with me, and I'll do anything I can in my power to help you get your channel going. Anything. So that's all you got to do. If you're a new subscriber and you're just coming in here and you're like, man, I like doing, this Rob fella may have something, but maybe I can do something a little bit better. Hey, you're not going to see any resentment from me whatsoever. All I'm going to be doing is pushing your channel. So, yeah, anybody that shows any interest at all in wanting to push forward their channel, whether it's mostly soccer, mostly baseball, mostly wrestling, mostly red, white, and blue racing, I'm there. I'm there. Not only am I pushing your channel, I'm going to be there watching your channel. So, Yeah, definitely. Let me know. I don't have a lot of inside connections, but I've got some connections that can help get some people to watch your channel. And that's the thing right there. You get yourself, once get yourself 50 people starting to watch you all the time, then it starts picking up. Now, you're still listening to a guy that's got less than 250 people. And I've been with this channel now for, it'll be almost 2 years. So, it's a slow process. It's been a slow process for me. No doubt about that. But I can learn from other people that are new too. I can learn something from you, and maybe I can pick up something too. And I may use something on your channel too if it's all cool by you. So yeah, definitely. If you're interested in starting a channel and you've seen some of the games that I've played on here, and it's like, okay, that's the game I'd like to really focus on, and and I may branch out some once in a while. Let me know. Let me know, and I'll do what I can do within my power to help push your channel. All right, Sunday games. 1 o'clock games today. Texans at the Browns. I wouldn't bet this one. Good morning, hobbyists. What's going on? I was just talking in here about anybody that wants to start a channel, start a YouTube channel. With any of the games especially if they're starting with any of the games I play, like Red, White, and Blue Racing, History Maker History Maker Golf, not History Maker Baseball. I'm not a History Maker Baseball pusher as far as I don't know enough about it. History Maker Golf and Soccer Blast, some of the wrestling games I play or something like that, or Glory Days Boxing, something like that. If they want to center their channel around that and want to start a channel, I'm gonna do all I can to help or assist that person. I know a couple of people just started playing Red, White, and Blue Racing, and I would love for them to start putting it online. They don't have to play like I do. If you watch my Red, White, and Blue Racing the league, I got this thing called Pedal to the Metal. It is something that myself and a few other people got together with. We put our heads together and we decided, let's do this. And it's worked out for us. It may not be what you want, but if you've seen some stuff on our channel and it's like, you know what, I'd like to do something like that, get in touch with me, man. I'm telling you, I might be able to just help you that little bit, get your channel going. And the first 10, 20, 30 people that you get subscribed to your channel, that's always toughest ones anyway. Starting a channel and thinking you're by yourself sucks. So when I started mine, I just was like, first 2 months I was pretty much alone, and I had 2 or 3 people watch me on a daily basis, and they've hung with me through it. So anybody hoping or wanting to start a channel, get in touch with me. If I don't see it in live chat, leave it below. I'll get back in touch with you. And, I'll do my damnedest to get you to where you'll have some people watching your channel the first week. Okay. And, that's something I didn't have, but I'll do all my power. And then like I say, I know some other people that can push your channel as well. Have you up to 50 in no time, maybe even 100 in no time. So, all right, Texans and Browns. I don't like this game at all today. I really don't. The worst team has probably the quarterback that's the most dangerous in Deshaun Watson. He can run, he can throw the ball, and he can also make a lot of mistakes. But their defense really, man, I'm telling you right now, J.J. Watt wants out. He's already said he wants out. They are disinterested. They don't care. The Browns, they're at home. That helps. A little colder weather. If we get Tribe Fan in here, we can find or Huss. I mean, Tribe Fan, Huss, or Flip Reynolds. We can find out how cold it is in Ohio today. I don't have my I got my phone right there. I can find out in a second. But it's going to have to be chilly up there, I would think. Enough laziness, Rob. Let's find out what the temperature is up there. Current temperature, Cleveland. That's 55 right now. You know what? It's not going to be, but they get a high wind advisory. All right. High wind advisory tells me they're probably not going to be able to throw the ball that great. And it rains 20 to 30 miles an hour with winds gusting up to 50. I like the Browns in this ball game. Browns can run a football, and they have a better defense. So let's go with the Browns in this game. 29-28. I like them a little bit better now, seeing the wind advisory. Washington football team going to Detroit. Man, I'm a glutton for punishment here, but I am going with Washington. Matt Stafford has had one hell of a bad year. I know he wanted out of Detroit. He may not have went public with it, but he wants out of there. He wants out of there. He would love to end up San Francisco, Arizona, New Orleans, Tampa, anywhere he could even back up a good quarterback. There's a good chance he could step right in and play if he could. Playing in Detroit is just a dead-end job, but it pays well, you know. But I like Washington in this ballgame. I think Washington is going to be all over Stafford all day long. He, you know, if you rush him hard like Chicago and Minnesota and Green Bay do a lot of times every year, he just has no answer, no clue. 34-31, I like Washington in this ballgame. Buccaneers at the Panthers. Looks like we'll maybe get a little rain today in North Carolina. Down in Charlotte, there's a chance of a shower. Current temperature, I don't know. I can find out. Current temperature, Charlotte, North Carolina. It's 61 down there. It's going to get to 73, so it's not going to be it's not going to get bad, messy, or anything like that. Look, Tom Brady, he got embarrassed last week. The team got embarrassed, but Tom Brady got embarrassed. He's going to take that personally. And I think this week that I would not want to be the Panthers. I mean, if the Buccaneers would have won by 40 last week, they might look over you. Losing by 40, they're not looking over anybody. 31-27, I like the Buccaneers in this game. Eagles and the Giants. And I'm seeing more and more and more and more money going toward the Giants this week. Giants have they've beaten Washington twice. That's not a huge accomplishment, folks. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean about it, but it's not a huge accomplishment. The Eagles are the better team here. The Eagles are the better team. They have the better defense. I'm not going to say they got the better quarterback. Jones has shown me some stuff the last few weeks, but man, oh man, Carson Wentz, he has got to get out of a funk. He can't count on their defense to win for him every week. He just can't do it. I think they win this week, and I actually think they actually score points. We'll see. 34-27, I'm going with the Eagles to win this ball game. Let's skip that one. That'll be one of my locks. Well, no, let's go ahead. Lock of the week right here. Jags at the Packers. Jags have nothing to talk about. They're on the road. They're packing it in for the winter. Packers, they're packing up for the playoffs. 44-17, it could get worse. Packers going to kill them today. Where's Alan Shaw when I'm saying that? He's a big Packers fan. Bills at the Cardinals. Cardinals are so up and down, man, and they got a decent quarterback. Kyler Murray is a good quarterback. They have some good receivers, but their defense is kind of in shambles right now. I like the Bills in this ball game. Bills are all around good team. Josh Allen, 2 weeks ago was getting, I mean, a week ago even, before last week, was getting crushed by the media. This kid is not that good and all this. And I'm thinking, okay, he's played 2 bad games, not 2 bad seasons, 2 bad games. 38-29. I like the Bills here. I like them strong too. I think they win this ball game. Chargers and the Dolphins. The Dolphins got Tua coming again for the 3rd straight week. The Chargers, they got to win. They have got to win. Anthony Lynn's job is on the hook right now. This is a guy early in the season you would have thought, he could plan out having Justin Herbert his quarterback for the next few years. Herbert's playing well, but the team is not winning. It's Matt Ryan's disease. He's throwing for 350, 400 yards, and they're still getting beat. Deshaun Watson disease. You can't afford to have that, or your coach ends up losing his job, just like he did in Texas and in Atlanta. It could happen. I just think the new thing about Tua is going to start fading a little bit, and I think the better team sometimes wins. I'm not sure the Chargers are the better team here. They're on the road, I realize it, but I'm taking them here. I like this spot for the Chargers. I think it's going to be a really good ball game. I think Tua's going to be put in some spots where he can really prove himself to be not just an average quarterback, but better than average quarterback. Or he's maybe be able to take a step back a little bit. We'll see, but it's still early on in his career. Nobody's calling him a bust by far right now. 34-32, Chargers over the Dolphins. Somewhat of an upset of the week. Another lock of the week right here. Broncos at the Raiders. Broncos, you're not playing at home. You're in Vegas, baby. And the Raiders seem to like that stadium. They're going to like it a lot more when they got 65, 70,000 people there. It's going to make a difference, especially when you got Vegas people. They're all drunk, all high, and having fun. I mean, it's going to be a party because this is the only stadium in the NFL does not have a parking lot. Does not have a parking lot. So the only way you get there is by bus or by taxi. Not even a train. I don't even think there's a train that comes by there. But can you imagine you have to leave leave a hotel up in Vegas and ride down there to the game and then catch a taxi on the way back? There'll be taxis lined up around the stadium just like they are at McCarran Airport when you get off the airplanes. That'd be wild. I can't imagine it, but hey, what's wrong with it, right? If they can do it. 38-31, I like the Raiders here in this ball game. I think they're going to try to establish themselves as a playoff contender. Maybe not a playoff team yet, but a playoff contender. Game of the week coming up right here. Seahawks at the Rams. Seahawks are doing everything they possibly can to stay atop the NFC. They want that number 1 seed. They do. And the Packers want to take it from them. And it's just a matter of who will get it. Well, I tell you what, the Rams are a tough-ass team. And look at Seattle, what they have to play. They have to play the Rams twice, Niners twice, Cardinals twice. Compared to what the Packers play, the Lions twice, the Bears twice, and the Vikings twice. That's a big difference. That is a real big difference. They go into L.A. today. LA's got a beautiful stadium too, and they're going to have some fans there today. And I just think the Rams right now in this spot, I like 41-40 though. I think it's going to be a high score and run up and down the field type of game. If the Rams defense can step up a little bit, the Seahawks may not get 40 on the board. We'll see if Aaron Donald can get to Russell Wilson. If he's able to, it may not be quite that close a game, but I think the Rams put some points on the board today, 41-40. Bengals at the Steelers. The Steelers have got everything right now going for them. They're winning, they're winning, they're winning. No, they don't have everything going for them. They got a hurt quarterback. They stumbled off a field last week against Dallas, a team that they should have buried, even in Texas Stadium or Cowboy Stadium. They should have buried them down there. They should have buried them. And Cowboys nearly came out with a win right there. Big Ben is aching right now. If I were ever going to bench a quarterback, this would be the time I would bench Big Ben. It's not going to happen. He's going to play through this. He's going to play through it. He's going to play through it. The Bengals don't have the best defense in the world, but they got some offensive threats. And I think that they have as many offensive threats as Dallas does right now. But with a better quarterback, they may not have quite the receiving core and the running core. But if you count the quarterback, their quarterback's much better than Dallas's quarterback. It is a rivalry game. Yes, it is a rivalry game. I think it's going to be a close ball game. I think it's going to be a very close ball game. What makes the difference here? I think Pittsburgh's running game makes a difference. I think Pittsburgh has got to count on their running game. They cannot go to Ben today and say, you got to throw a 350 burger on them. No, today, let's run the ball. And if in 3 plays we don't get a first down, we'll punt the ball. The kid Burrow, he's been running for his life this year. And that's the one weakness of the Bengals is their offensive line is not very good. And Pittsburgh's defense does not play around. They just will not play around with him. I think they get at least 5 sacks against Burrow today. Burrow is going to be a tough kid and keep him in the ball game. I think the Steelers win it. I think they'll be a comfortable head, and then I think the Bengals will put a touchdown up on the board late and make it look like it's closer than it was, 30-28. So I think maybe they might be up 30-20 or something like that, and then they'll score the last couple minutes to make it look closer, but have a legit chance of winning with an onside kick or something. So they can make it. They can make it even a closer game. 49ers and Saints. You guys are. I want to hear it from you today. If I am wrong, I have stuck by this 49ers team throughout the year, and I'm going to stick through them today. I understand it's Drew Brees. I understand it's the Saints. I understand it's a team that's going to go to the Super Bowl this year. I mean, I'm hearing it all. I've been getting it. Rob, you got to understand that this team is a good team, or better than good team. They're a great team. You know what? I just think there's going to be a time and a place. Jimmy G's not playing. No, he's not playing. I'm still going with the Niners. I'm still going with the Niners here. I think their defense is going to make a statement somewhere. Their backs are against the wall. They have got to win this game. They have got to win this game. Can they hit Breeze on a consistent basis? I think so. The wild card in this game is Alvin Kamara. If Alvin Kamara can come out of the backfield, catch a few balls, and spread the defense wider, they're in trouble. But if not, I think the 49ers may score 1 or 2 defensive scores. I think they can put the pressure on Breeze. I think you got to knock him down. He's not a quarterback like Rodgers or Rivers that if you do knock him down, he doesn't whine and cry. He gets up and grabs his helmet. He's a tough kid, a tough guy. He's not a kid anymore. But I'll give him that. He's a tough one, and so you're not gonna get him disinterested. You just got to try to beat him down, and I'm not sure they can do it. I'm betting on them doing it. 30-28. I'm taking the Niners today. Another lock game tonight. If you want to see a fight or if you want to see somebody cry, all you got to do is turn on the Ravens-Patriots game tonight. Cam Newton, all right? Have your camera ready or have your VCR ready or however way you're going to do it, and record Cam Newton tonight from the start of the game to the finish of the game. This is going to be a whining game right here. They're going to get beat defensively. They're going to get beat offensively, and they're going to get beat special teams and coaching all the way around. This is going to be an ugly, ugly ball game. Man, I've seen scores like 17-10, and I'm thinking, where the hell do you really think they're going to hold Baltimore to 17 points? There's no way. There is no way. This team is looking to bust loose on somebody, and they're going to bust loose on the Patriots tonight, 34-10. It's going to be an ass whipping. So if you're a Patriots fan, you don't even want to watch that game. It's going to be an ass whipping. Monday night game. Is this a turn off the TV early? Unless you want to see. If you're like me, I like to watch Cam Newton cry and whine. So it might be worth watching. It might be a good one to watch. Tomorrow night's game's not going to be a turn off early, but I don't think it's going to be as good as some people think it's going to be. Vikings at the Bears. Vikings, I think, are coming around the corner. They've won a couple straight. They are starting to play football. They're getting better. They're getting better pass rush, and they're running the ball better. I don't understand why they hadn't had the kid from Florida State running the football more and more and more already. But they're finally giving him a chance to run the football, and that's going to all that's going to do is give Cousins more time to throw the football. Meanwhile, the Bears, in Chicago, they're talking about benching Foles and bringing back Trubisky. Why don't you bench Foles and bring back Jim McMahon? I just don't understand this team at all. Once you bench Trubisky, yeah, they're talking about it again. Once you bench Trubisky, that should have been it for his season right there, unless Foles gets hurt. Foles has never went any place that when they signed on the dotted line, they said, "It's your job, son. It's your job." He's never had that. He's always had to look over his back. Every time he throws a pass, he's got to look over his back and wonder if he's coming out of the game or not. Who can play like that? Who can play like that? They should go in there and tell him right now, look, we're at week 10. Week 16, we're going to go as far as you take us. Okay, we've given the other kid his chance. This is your team now. But they haven't done that. They haven't done that at all. They've made it clear that, if you don't play well, we're going back to Trubisky. And I think that's the worst thing they can do. That's my opinion. Foles has proven in the past that he could take teams to the promised land. He has beaten good teams. He has shown that he can beat good teams. But he hasn't done it in Chicago yet. And that's all Chicago wants to see it live. But that ain't the way to do it by threatening to take him out of the game if he doesn't play well. That's just not doing it. For that reason and that reason alone, I like the Vikings in this game, 30-20. I think the Vikings are the better team anyway. But the Bears' defense is mean. And if Foles could start playing well, they would be every bit as good as the Vikings. The Vikings, I think better defense and everything. I think they're just a better team, and I'm picking them 30-20. But look, I think the Bears. Bonus question: how well will the Masters draw today against football? Well, the thing of it is, if you've noticed, they're finishing up at 3:00 today. They're finishing up at 3:00. They're just going against the early games. Cousins plays bad today. That's tomorrow night. What's up, Keith? They're just going up against the early games. And it's really not that many good early games going on. Bucks and Panthers. It's really not. I think they're going to draw one hell of a crowd here in just a few minutes. I'm actually going in there to see weather in Augusta right now. I think there's a chance of a little bit of a drizzle today. Augusta, Georgia weather. No, it's not going to. It's 78. It's already 66. So the dew is off the ground. The leaders have teed off. Will Dustin Johnson blow it? Will Dustin Johnson blow it? I'm gonna say he doesn't blow it, but I think he's gonna come close to blowing it. He had a 4-shot lead going into today. He's not gonna win by 4 shots. I don't think. I think he's gonna make it, but somebody's gonna tighten it up on him. Tiger Woods is not gonna win. Browns 29-25. Let me get your games. Good. You like Vikings 23-13. You like your Browns. I like the Browns in that game too. 29-25. Panthers. Oh, you like your Panthers today. All right. I'm going with the Bucks after they got their asses handed to them. Washington and the Lions. And Eagles and the Giants. Lions. You like your Lions in that ball game? It's hard to go with our Washington team after that. Keith most time gives me his picks every week. And we don't have a third person picking this week. So, Michael Peterson, if you would like to put in some picks, go ahead. Put in your picks if you want to. You can see, I can give you, all you have to do is give him winning team and a score. Texans and Browns, if you'd like to do it, Michael. Well, we'll see how well we do today. Drink a little bit of coffee this morning. All right, Lions. I already got the Lions. Packers 30-21. I think they win big today. Anybody that's in here, we got five people in here, so 4 other people than Keith. We got room for 2 more people to put some scores up if you want to. Tribe fan, if you want your scores, Tribe fan, you can throw them up, but Tribe fan, Texans and Browns. Michael Peterson, you can do it too if you want to. I think you're answering your question, Michael. I think the Masters will draw well today, really well today. There's some places in the U.S. that's a little chilly today. A lot of people like to go play golf on Sunday. Golf is starting to pick up again. That's the one thing. Yes, I saw that. 30 and 40 mile an hour winds in Cleveland. I saw that. 17-13. Lions, let's see, Washington at Detroit. 'We get some of these games, we get them all down, and then like Detroit 31-20. All right. Buccaneers, Panthers. 24-20. You both like it, Panthers. I think the Bucs are going to come out pissed this week. Eagles and Giants, Tribe. Eagles and Giants. Yeah, I like them too in this game. Jaguars, Packers. Jags and Packers. Keith has still got Seahawks and Rams to go. He's got the Seahawks there. Packers 37-13. Bills and Cardinals. Bills and Cardinals. That might be the game of the week instead of Seahawks and Rams. Bills and Cardinals. That's going to be a good ball game. It's at Arizona. Bills at the Cardinals. All right. Chargers at the Dolphins. Chargers at the Dolphins. Wow, man. You think the Patriots are going to put 20 on the board against them? Wow. Wow. I'd like to bet you on a side bet on that one. I just don't see that. Man, oh, man. I look at their offense and now I'm like, I thought I stretched a fumble. I thought I stretched with 10 points. I really did. I'm not sure they will score 10 tonight. It's gonna be tough, I think. Yeah, Anthony Lynn. We were just talking about Anthony Lynn maybe on his way out. 28-21. Anthony Lynn, I'm looking at a CBS app and going in there. Their order of games. I got you. Broncos at the Raiders. Broncos at the Raiders. Yeah, CBS, man. CBS lucked out this weekend, having it this weekend. They were at first not going to carry a late game, football game, but by contract to the NFL, they had to have one today. And they're not allowed to have a Sunday night game. So they could have started as late as 4:45. So they can still start as late as 4:45 if they have to in case of a playoff today. But we'll see what happens. They're hoping there's not going to be a playoff. This is a one-time CBS hopes. Let's just get through it. Raiders 24-17. Seahawks at the Rams. Seahawks at the Rams. Bose speakers, man. Go with Bose. They are hard. They are some tough. There's some tough speakers. 31-27. You like the Rams too, huh? I like the Rams here in this game. Bengals at the Steelers. Is Tribe going to pull the Bengals? The Bengals win today on us. I tell you what, Keith says it's going to be close. I think it will be for a while, but I think the Steelers eventually. I just think they're just way too tough defensively, man. I mean, they have imposed their will on everybody they've played, but they will not go undefeated. They will not go undefeated. 30-21. And let's see, 49ers at the Saints. Yeah, I was even saying that too, Tribe fan. I got it 30-28, and I think it's going to be something like 30-21, and they score late just to make it that way. Johnson versus the field. I take Johnson. It is over. Turn out the lights. Put a bow on it. The ship has sailed. The chickens all hatched and have been counted. I'll take a field. I'd take a field on that one. I would take a field. I just didn't know exactly who I would take, but I'd take a field on that. I think he's going to have 2 or 3 holes today that's going to give him fits. We'll see. Ravens and Patriots tonight. I don't think he's going to win by over 1 or 2 shots if he wins. I think they're going to make it close on him. We'll see. I'll take the field though. Yeah, I've got light in my eyes too. Plus I'm not wearing my glasses. I should be wearing my glasses. Ravens 28-13. I like the Ravens in that ball game too. Vikings at the Bears. But yeah, I tell you what. What's the other kid's name? Number 3 in the world. Not Rom, but Justin Thomas. Oh yeah, Vikings and Bears. Yeah, I forgot to tell you that. Justin Thomas, he's a birdie machine sometimes. He can make 5, 6 in a row. If he puts that kind of pressure on DJ, I don't know. I tell you. Vikings 27-20. I like the Vikings in that ball game too. We all 3 do. So we're in danger there. We'll probably miss since we all went that way. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I like his chances of winning today. But if I had to put money on it and I had the whole field, does anybody here play Program 5 football from Bronco Jake on the Delphi forums? I loved so far. I have not played it, Oli. I have not. Have you been watching our races? Oli Nimala, have you been watching our races? Oli Nimala, have you been watching our YRL races? It was this year's shot. It was this year, Keith. It was a practice round. It was his practice round this year on Wednesday. About to go back and watch the latest race, but I saw you were live. Oh, okay. Very cool. I've already raced through 12 races already. Is it Program V or Program 5? See, what is it called, Oli? Is it actually called V or Program 5? Maybe he can help us out on that. Bronco Jake kind of revised it. Which I'm not a football. I don't play football games on my channel. I've told you guys. You don't know? Okay, we'll see. All right. Oh man, Ryan. Hey, dude, you don't have to like no, you don't have to apologize for not being here. It's not an everyday thing. What's up, Alan? We come in here every chance we get. That's all. We get it when we have a chance, we come in here. Other than that, yeah. It's just more of a life to some people in here because a lot of people in here don't have places to go, have ways to go. Yeah. So that's why it happens that way. So yeah. So what kind of dog did you have? Good morning, Alan. Too many schnauzers. We're just going to be here about 5 more minutes, guys. Then I'm going to actually go watch the Masters. If you try to show up to every live thing in the community, you'll drive yourself nuts. Oh, yeah. Yeah, German Shepherd. Yeah, you can't. There's no way you can show up to every live thing I got going on. There's no way. It's impossible, man. I'm on here all the time. I come in here sometimes 10 o'clock in the morning. Alan Shaw check me out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. His time. It works out well. And then like last night, for instance, when we had a race, obviously Alan was asleep by then. So we've already had, 12 races? 12, I think. Yep, we've had 12 races already. All right. So, yeah, you guys don't tell them how race 12 finished. Everybody in here hasn't watched it. Somehow I have missed every race. No way, Keith. Really? Really? That's the one thing I said that earlier in this chat when I first started. The first 10 minutes, I was kind of going on a rant. And I was like, anybody that wants to start a channel, let me know. Especially if you want to start a channel with red, white, and blue racing, payoff pitch baseball, something that I do. I want to help. I want to help support another channel that somebody wants to just start up. All I want to do is help push that. I really do. I want to see where we're growing a little bit. We've got a lot of good channels out there now. Yeah, no doubt about it. Now I want to see somebody that has actually watched my channel and is like, you know what? I want to start my own channel, and I want to help push that person. I got to think about either getting a webcam and start live streaming. Yeah, Tribe. Yeah, you're already established, so man. You got a lot of folks. You got a lot of folks behind your channel already. You've already live streamed, or you've always done yours live, right? 95% of my stuff is always live. I have taped some stuff. You don't live stream. Okay. I prefer live streaming. But like I said earlier, the one game that I played that I live streamed, the YRL races, maybe my first live stream attempt. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Alan. When I do YRL, I cannot watch live chat. And that's the one thing that kind of turns me against it a little bit, because anytime somebody asks me a question, I love to be able to answer it. And I get so involved in the racing side of things. You should record yourself sleeping at the desk and post it for Sean. Sean would watch that 5 times a week. He'd never get any schooling done then. Should almost say, any questions, please comment and I'll get back to you. Yeah, and I always do that. You guys know that too. If you ask, I get questions asked of me 4 in the morning. And Rob, I think you should do this with YRL. Rob, what about if you did this? And look, sometimes I kind of smile and grin about it. I'm like, I don't want to really go that route with it. I'm not mean about it when I answer it. But, this 5th season, I'm really seriously considering going to the playoff format. I think I'm going to do that. I've talked to, I don't know, probably 25 people already about it. And I don't know if you guys had heard yet, but I think next season 5, and that may be my last season I do it. We'll see. But season 5, this is what I think we're going to do. We're going to have 44 cars start every race. After the 10th race, we're going to cut the playoff line at 22. So the top 22 in points can win the championship. Who are the top 5 this season? You know what? Right now, I don't have the points in front of me. I know Demos is leading. He's running away with it, though. If Demos doesn't have 2 or 3 last place finishes, nobody's going to catch him. So what I'm thinking about doing is after 10 races, cut it at 22. Then we'll race 11. Of those 22 drivers, we'll all race. We'll all 44 race. It doesn't matter if you can still win races. But of those 22, their worst 4 that finish between those 22 are out. Then we go to race 12. We have 18 left. We lose 4 more. We'll have 14 left. At the last race of the season, we have 6 drivers in a whole pack of 44 cars. Whoever finishes the best is a champion. That way, the last 5 races, you can't finish bad. If you finish bad, you're not going to win a championship. You got to run towards the front, at least somewhere towards the front, in order to even have a chance. So we're just trying to decide whether a win will automatically get you in the playoffs. We may do that. So let's say you win race 1, you're in the playoffs already. Kind of like NASCAR does. We could do that. Then the most, the most points, the least amount of points people would take is the top 12 in points that have not won races. But 22, that's half of the people. Right now, I'm telling you, with 3 races to go, you may have 3 people who's got a chance. That's it. I'm telling you. It's 10th in points is over 100 back. So if you wreck in a playoff race, you are done. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. If you wreck, but there's 4 people behind you that were still in the playoffs, you would still be okay. But if you wreck and you're one of the last 4, like you're one of the back 4, you would be out then. Yeah, but you could win. You could wreck and still be included if 4 other playoff drivers were behind you. Yeah, which could happen, especially with some of it. And the thing is, we're gonna no, not total points. No, I'm just talking about. Now, let's just say, all right, just make up 22 drivers in your head, okay? Just make up 22 drivers, and then we all 44 race, okay? Then let's say we're checking 10 drivers to see if they out, with going to get knocked out of the race, and we knock 3 playoff drivers out, and then we knock another 4th playoff driver out. Okay, if they're already out, then it comes to you and you get knocked out of the race. Well, if it's race 11, 12, 13, or 14, if you're still finishing ahead of 4 other people, even if you're out of the race, you get to go on to the next race. That's all you got to do is beat 4 people. That's all you got to do. Beat 4 of the playoff contenders. That's all it is. You don't have to win the race. You can finish 35th as long as there's 4 behind you that's in the playoffs. You understand? You got it? So you're still racing everybody trying to win the race, but you're racing those other people that's in the playoffs to try to get to the next race. That's all. They're the ones you really got to beat. It's nice to win races and all, and that's why I say the people that are not in the chase or not in the playoffs can still win races. They'd have to not finish 2 though. Right. Exactly. If you've got 4 people that already are out of the race, and then we come up to another, problem or trouble, and then you finish, and then your car's not there finishing at the end. It doesn't matter if you're not finishing at the end, as long as your car's in 38th place and everybody else is 41st, 42nd, 43rd, and 44th or something somewhere behind you, you're fine. So if you're the first wreck, you will be out. If you're the first wreck and you're and you are considered out of the rec, like 44th or 43rd, yeah, yep. If you finish in the 40s, you're going to be out next week automatically because 40, 41, 42, and 40, I mean, 41, 42, 43, and 44, that would definitely be one of the last 4 cars if you fall out of the race early. But that's in the playoffs. The first 10 races of the season, if we make it where if a winner goes to the playoffs, it doesn't matter if you finish last 5 of those races. It doesn't even matter. We don't have to keep your points anymore because you would be advanced already to the 11th race. So we would write it up. We would draw it up. We would write the rules up to a T. But the first 10 races, you either have to get in the top of the points, high enough in the points to make it playoffs, or either win a race if we do it that way, or just the top 22 in points, whichever way you guys want to do it. I don't care. Does not bother me at all. I got to shave again. That stuff grows back too fast for me. Grows back way too fast. So we can do it that way. We've raced 12 races already. We got 3 more to go in season 4. This is demo season to win. I'm telling you. If you've not watched it, demos, it's just he's slaughtered the field this year. So he's beaten everybody's butt. Bob B may have been up there with him. Let's see. I didn't see how they both finished this last race. Yeah. So, well, I'll take field against Dustin Johnson today. I think Johnson will have 1 or 2 holes. That's not going to be. Well, I hope somebody makes it close anyway. We'll have NFL final scores probably 7:00 tonight. We may do a boxing match. I don't know. I don't know what we'll do yet. May not do anything except just have final scores pop up tonight. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go in here, top off my coffee, go in there, watch a little bit of golf. What are you guys thinking today? Would you take Dustin Johnson or would you take everybody else in the field? To me, one person, if you just take one person like that, if they've not proven it, it's tough to take them because they got 18 holes today that they can just mess up one of them and end up with a 7 or 8. Next thing you know, it's like a rock going down the hill starts gathering the moss and the dirt and everything else, and the next thing you know, they're not in the lead anymore. So I'll take the field. I think Justin Thomas, John Rahm, there's enough good players right on his heels that if they get hot on the front nine and go 4 or 5 under, they're right on his ass. So we'll see what happens. I'll take the field. I think Johnson probably wins it, but if I'm given that bet, I take the field because it's just too many good golfers out there. So I'll take the field on that one. You all have a great day. I'll see you later. Go Washington. I hope they can put one to the lines today. I don't look for it to happen. What other golfer emerges as number 1 next year? Oh, well, Xander Schauffele could do it. He's starting. I'm going to tell you right now, DeChambeau is going the wrong way. DeChambeau is going the wrong way. He's worried about hitting the ball 400 yards. He doesn't even play golf. He doesn't even play golf, man. He just hits it far as he can, and then he has no clue. I mean, around the greens, I don't know how the hell he won the U.S. Open. I really don't. If you watch him this week, he just looks clueless, man. He says, but in fairness, I saw an interview with him yesterday that said he's been walking around kind of dizzy. We call that shit when people fall down and start having problems with their range of motion and all. What do you call that? It has some scary shit. Jason Days had that. Vertigo, I think it's what it's called, vertigo. Man, that's some scary shit. So, you know, I'm not going to make fun of the guy at all. Make some chili and subscribe. Oh, hell yeah. I've got a new subscriber on my channel. You know who you are. And I actually met him yesterday. It's not like me meeting another subscriber. Let me just say that. I knew where he was going to be. He knew me, or he knew of me anyway. I'm going to make some chili on this channel very, very soon. Cool weather's coming. We're going to try a third batch. I have not had anybody yet come up to me and say, Rob, I've made the chili. I like it, I don't like it, or otherwise. Somebody out there get all those ingredients together. We'll make chili one day. I'll even do it. I'll try to make it. I like to make it in the morning though, because by the evening time it's good to eat for dinner time, supper time, whatever. So yeah, you guys out there, go back to one of my old videos, watch my chili video, make it, try it, see if you like it. Okay. Till I'll see you again. My name's Rob. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. Give me that thumbs up if it's right here for you, maybe, but it's right here for me. So hit that thumbs up button. Till I'll see you again. Adios, and we'll see you this evening and with the NFL Finals. Bye-bye.